I didn't like my nose, so I chopped it up. I didn't like my hair, so I...
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. And tonight our
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. The setting for our broadcast tonight. Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight. And let's...
Well, guys, Karl Anthony Towns has a different...
Outstanding, D.A. Thank you. And, Kevin, looking back at all the discussion and interviews over the years, you make a lot of analogies to food. Are you a foodie at heart?
Oh, my God. Kev, I am not a foodie.
Really?
Kev, I eat to live.
Well, you know about it.
You know, I eat to live, but I don't want to fool you. I eat to live. Listen, sometimes I forget to eat. Is that bad? Is that bad?
Well, as hard as you work, there's probably a lot on your mind.
Man,
I can get that.
Listen, I like to... a big plate of food scares me. Okay, and that's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to keep going on that analogy. You know, a bunch of food that, no, I don't want to keep going on that one. Just know that I'm not a foodie. But when I explain things, I like to articulate things where people can understand it, so I use food right away.
Good way to connect the dots.
A little bit. You know, parallels in life and food are very similar, man.
Good. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Aldridge out there with Medu. Then there's Murray. Then it's DeRozan. And it's AI in at the two spot. And the jam by AI.
DeMar's a magnet for defensive attention. You see the overreaction leading to a wide open man.
Kevin, you think about having that killer instinct, that killer mentality. You go against a Kobe Bryant, he would tear your heart out, as you would his.
And you have to understand that we all recognize that about each other. Tim Duncan would be the same. Rasheed Wallace would be the same. I would think of Allen Iverson would be the same. Vince Carter would do the same. These are guys who, Trace McGrady, Chauncey Billups, these are all guys who kill O'Neal. These are all guys who don't care. And that's how it should be. And that's the game.
You can't be great unless you are, I don't think, can you?
I think you have to possess that killer instinct.
Jordan.
And listen, Michael Jordan was one of the darkest, seriously. Jordan could go into a place where he could go repetitive and he could go on talking to you. And the more he talked, I thought the better he got. And I thought the madder he got, the better he got. And the more upset and the more you didn't trap him, the more he was ticked off that you wasn't. Bro, there's a whole matrix to it. Like, seriously, this game is levels to it. And the ones that understand that have been in that understand what I'm talking about.
There's not a great player that hasn't been there.
No, because they understand that moment. When you got there, when you're in that moment, you're just riding the wave. You're just going to ride it. Great ones know what I'm talking about.
Here's Towns. The rebound by AI.
Stumbling out of the gate a little bit, just 1 for 4 so far.
Here's Aldridge, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on Towns.
Bad play defensively. You try to do too much. A smart player like Aldridge will draw contact, and the call is going to be made.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
And that nickname, the Big Ticket, it stuck, and it certainly fit. KG, you were the Big Ticket.
Lord knows I owe you for that one, man.
But you were the Big Ticket.
Where'd you get that from, man?
You know, I don't even know.
Okay, man, listen.
Do you like, of all the nicknames you have, and you've got some,
yes.
but do you like that as well as any of that?
Listen, it has morphed now. I am the ticket. So
the ticket, right.
My friends come to me and they ask me, Teron Lue, he don't call me. He hasn't called me Kevin since you've been calling me the Big Ticket. Everybody calls me Ticket.
How about that?
All the young guys, I don't even think they know my name. There's no Ticket. Ticket. Hey, Tick. Right, so that's what it is.
You are the Big Ticket still. Towns, no luck. Spurs leading by 7. AI passes to Medu. Caldwell Pope outside. The kick out to Towns. Another miss by Towns.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor. And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Sheer hustle and will out there. He wanted the ball more, and he went up and got it with some style.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That is his first foul of the game. 1:14 left to play here in the first. Brokoff, light covering. Towns finds Jang.
And you can see they're struggling from the field.
Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's White. And good coming on the assist by AI. AI's got his third assist on the night. Timberwolves trail by 11. Now Jones. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Towns, no luck.
And tonight, he just hasn't been efficient offensively. That's a big reason why they're behind.
Count that bucket. White's got his second bucket tonight.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Towns. And that time, also a missed shot.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Shot's good by Walker.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And guys, it's working.
They have played physical, they have owned the paint, and they have built up a decent lead here in the first.
Here's Jones, pass to Towns. Elbow shot is on the way, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Towns has got 7 points.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Spurs out in front. They lead. One of the most high-powered scorers in the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
You know, everyone has to get some of the sugar.
Well, when you're San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Medu, he's checked in for Aldridge. DeRozan comes in for Walker. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for White. And AI is subbed in for Ricky Rubio. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Medu. AI is out there with Murray. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Bertans in at the four-man position.
DeRozan, a raw athlete entering this league. He's worked on his skill to the point where he's now a perennial all-star candidate.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He scored 17 points and was diming everybody up with an incredible assist game, setting up his teammates all night long. That game was just the latest example of how hot he's been. We'll see if anyone can cool him down tonight, Kevin.
Hey, David, thanks very much. He's one of those players who can do remarkable things on any given night, in any given game. That was a special game he played.
And it wasn't just the performance, guys, but really his preparation. He knew the right way to attack in every situation.
And that was the beauty of it, his ability to read and react to whatever they threw at him.
And KG, I know you've got to run, but as always, you've always got a home here. Thanks for stopping by, and please come back.
Man, K-Hall, man, thank you. Thank 2K, man. Appreciate y'all bringing me through here, man. Anytime y'all need the guard, y'all let me know, man.
The best, Kevin Garnett. And, Steve, one of the things that really stands out about Kevin Garnett, at least to me, is the emotion, the enjoyment, the passion, all of it he brings to the discussion every time we're with him. Just a fun guy to have around.
Boy, he is. I mean, he's one of those guys. He's high energy when he plays, but he's one of those guys off the floor. He brings that same type of passion and energy. He's KG. His motor is always on.
Caldwell Pope against Murray. Higgins outside, 6 to shoot. Caldwell Pope for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. AI kicks to Bertans. Out to AI. And he banks in the layup. AI's got 10 points in the game.
And so far, they have been in complete control of this one. Just a well-rounded effort on the road.
You know what they've done? They've been aggressive.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Defensively coming in, you know he's going to be tough to stop, but I'm still waiting to see a plan to even contain him.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Robert Covington. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Teague. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Saric in at the 4. Teams in both conferences battling to get to the NBA Finals. Steve, what do you like to see in a championship series?
Kevin, I would love to see teams that are kind of evenly matched a lot of times, both in style of play and then also to have the stars within the stars. And what I do hate, though, is a team that is at a disadvantage because of an injury. That's the one thing I hate, because you always have the debate, if this player wasn't hurt, what would be the outcome?
Covington inside the line. That one wide left.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
T kicks to Covington. There's the pass to Towns. Over Aldridge. The shot, no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Murray, the pass to AI. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. A nice shot by Aldridge.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Minnesota calls timeout. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
You know, he's been a one-man wrecking crew down low. His consistent scoring has dictated the pace of this game. We'll see if they decide to front him, bring a quick double, or maybe even both to try to slow him down.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Walker's checked in for DeRozan. And it's White in for DeJounte Murray.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Spurs leading by 21. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. And the basket by Jones.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
But it can in the painted area. Regardless, he's crafty enough to get up a good shot.
AI right side. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
High percentage look for AI. Very confident converting in the painted area.
And it's Jones with the ball for Minnesota. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. AI outside. Count it. And that's 11 points for Aldridge.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Covington against Walker. Passes to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Covington dishes to Towns. Over Aldridge. And it's Towns missing.
He's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not to be.
And the rejection by Towns. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Frazier's checked in. And White kicks to AI. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Well, these are players that have a job to do, and they've been doing it very well. Here's a look at the top passing point guards in the NBA over the course of the past 10 games. AI, number 1.
And he's been doing everything you want from that position, getting everyone involved, making sure the defense has to worry about all 5 guys on the court.
Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Minnesota. San Antonio also making some changes. Bertanis, he's checked in for Medu. Bryn Forbes comes in for Walker. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for White. Ball's knocked loose. Minnesota with the ball. Rubio against Frazier. Left side, Towns. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
Great effort there. Aldridge sniffs out the shot, sends it back.
Spurs leading by 23. AI outside. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now here's Frazier. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kicks to Towns. With 2 seconds left. And no good that time. And so it's AI making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands.
San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Medu, he's checked in for Davis Bertans. DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. White, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And AI is subbed in for Patty Mills. On the floor for San Antonio, we've got White. Aldridge out there with Medu. Then it's AI. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward. Teague finds Towns. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Teague with the ball, working on AI. That one goes. Count it.
This team loves to run the pick and roll with Teague, and it's easy to see why that's the case.
It's AI on the wing. Teague covering. Here's AI. And AI with the stuff.
He has really come into this second half on an absolute tear. Really impressive effort from him so far.
Minnesota's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Wiggins outside to the inside. Covington. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
You look at that lead pass there. He just has such a great feel for the game.
Here's Aldridge. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Aldridge has got 4 points this quarter.
Too much sauce tonight. LaMarcus has been unstoppable at the offensive end.
Teague with the ball. AI picks him up. Towns against Aldridge. Caldwell Pope kicks to Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 17, and that one hits back iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
AI passes to Aldridge. The shot's good.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for San Antonio.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for AI.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Now the Timberwolves with it. Teague kicks to Saric. Back to Teague. Elbow shot. That shot, no good. Smooth sailing for San Antonio. AI outside. Aldridge trying to break free. And the jam by AI.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
Teague finds Covington. Brokoff, guarded by Walker. 6 to shoot. Saric passes to Jang, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And you have to appreciate the aggression. Nice work inside.
Here's AI. Can't connect. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being...